Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce Guns, and today we're talking about hearing protection. Now between 2 and 3 years ago or so, I made a video where I made on camera these two DIY custom hearing protections, in-ear hearing protection, and they're customizable at home. You basically get them in a lump and you customize to your own fit. And I was going to test those. Now in that video, if you go back and watch that, I'll put a link up here. But if you go back and watch that, you'll see that a lot of things have changed, number one, on the channel. And this was over 2.5 years ago. And also that somewhere in that video, I mentioned that I was going to take these and I was going to compare them and contrast them with my Howard Leights that I've been using forever. And I was going to get back to you with an update video in about 2 months. That didn't happen. Things started changing on the channel. I started getting wrapped up in other activities and other things I wanted to do. And hearing protection, unfortunately, is just kind of a boring concept. I know there are some audiophiles out there just bleeding at their ears right now because I said that. But hearing protection is kind of a boring subject. It doesn't go boom. It actually is the exact opposite of things going boom. And that doesn't excite me as much. But it's something that's necessary for my channel and for my hobby of shooting. So let's finally go over this. Now I have added many more items to the testing facility, and full FTC disclosure, these and this guy over here was provided to me free of charge by the manufacturer for additional testing. So I'm going to go through all of these today. Now, not a single one of these is perfect. They all have their pluses and minuses for different situations while you're shooting and while you're needing hearing protection. So let's go over those. We'll start off with the Old Faithful Howard Leight. This is the Howard Leight Quiet Band. It has a noise reduction rating of 25, and honestly, out of all these on the table, these are the worst ones. Why so many people on YouTube use them, I don't know, because they are the worst ones out there. Number one, they are very convenient. They're so convenient. You just put them on your neck. They're super lightweight. You put them in there, give them a good little twist, and it's acceptable for pistols, for 22s, for small bore rifles, things like that. This is pretty much acceptable. If you need to run in from the office and go out to the manufacturing facility around a milling machine or something, the Howard Leight Quiet Band is actually a pretty good idea and a pretty good option for that. You take a firearm, a rifle with a muzzle brake on it, where it's pointed to gases back at you. Like a 5.56 rifle, 5.56 AR-15 with a muzzle brake on it. These are not sufficient. These will still make your shooting session uncomfortable. And next up are the Surefire. The Surefire hearing protection here is also in the ear, and it has a cord already with it. So these are also super lightweight and fairly convenient. Not as convenient as the Howard Leights there, but they're very good. They have a hearing noise reduction rating of 26. So they're a little bit better than the Howard Leights, and they're pretty convenient. It's got a little silicone circle there that fits into your ear, and then a plug that feels almost like memory foam. It's very comfortable. Goes in and out very easily. You push it right in there, and it completely seals it up. Now, one of the problems with these is that number one, they're just has a rating of 26. It's not bad, but it's not fantastic either. There are some situations, I just touched my mic there, sorry about that. There are some situations where these are not adequate. If you're shooting something big. If you shoot something big, these are just not going to cut it. These are perfect for 22s. These are perfect for non-muzzle brake 223, AR-15s. They're fine with this. Pistols, taking these out to range. I've taken these on 3-gun and it's been fine. Well, not 3-gun. I've taken these on USPSA. 3-gun, I do have a brake on that, and these would be too much for that. I didn't even try them with these. And remember, as always, I will leave the links in the description below the video for all of these items I'm going over today. So you can pick and choose what you want, or in my case, you can get a couple of different options for different environments and different setups. And next up are the Radians. The Radians are the custom-made hearing protection that is kind of a silicone. It's a hard silicone rubber. And once you get used to taking them in and out, they go right in and right out immediately, and they're very easy to use. Now, there are some issues with these. Number one is they are also only rated a rating of 26, so the same as the Surefires. So they're still not super quiet, but they're pretty good. And the fact they seal up really, really well for the most part, and I'll get back to that in a second, but that works pretty well. And if you're going to use these See, these are comfortable to keep in and to take in and out quite a bit. So if you don't like being in an airplane, the airplane noise, here we go. If you have loud neighbors and trying to sleep, these would be good for that. You could definitely, there we go. You could definitely sleep with these without an issue, which you can't do with pretty much anything else here. But these you definitely could, and this would be much better than any foam earplugs. And now let's get to the issue with these. Besides the fact that they're only a 26 on a noise reduction rating, is the fact that they shrink over time. You know, they're basically a living entity as far as the silicone rubber is concerned. And I'm assuming it degasses over time or something happens to them and it just shrinks. So it provides less and less of a tight fit over time, and it further reduces its noise reduction rating from 26 to 25, 24, to the point where it's no longer capable of providing you a safe environment to shoot in. Now, that takes about 6 months to a year, at least 6 months, and probably close to the year before it becomes an issue. These are my second pair, and they're pretty long in a tooth. I was out shooting last week, and I was trying these out still, and they're gone. I'm going to trash these after this video. And now we're moving on to Decibels. Now remember, well, you probably don't remember again because it was 2.5 years ago, that these were very highly rated. They have a 31. They have a 31 on the noise reduction rating scale, which is one of the highest, if not the highest, ratings for an in-the-ear hearing protection product. Now what's really cool is along with hearing protection, they also offer earbuds like this, music earbuds. Now I've not heard the best reviews on the quality of the earbuds. They do provide the best in-the-ear hearing protection that I have found so far. These are fantastic. And once you get them in, they are comfortable. But getting them in, not fun. It is not fun to get these in. Once you get them seated, they're golden, but then you got to take them back out again, and it hurts. And the second issue, here's a close-up, is that these little foam tips, they have a foam tip and they have a silicone tip. The silicone tip does not provide you with a 31 noise reduction rating, but the foam tip does. Unfortunately, the foam tip is very susceptible to wear and tear. So you have to get those replaced fairly often. Alrighty folks, this video has gone way too long. I've got almost 25 minutes of footage talking about hearing protection. I know it's important. I wanted to get as much information about that as possible, but I do not expect you guys to watch a 25-minute video on hearing protection. I wouldn't watch it. I don't expect you to either. So I'm going to split this up into 2 different sections. You've just seen part 1. You've already seen just part 1 of this, which is all my normally used in-the-ear hearing protection. And there's some great examples there. You can pick and choose what you want. And my part 2 will be coming out in a few days or so. It won't be my normal weekly video. It will be an extra video next week that I'll be doing, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. And that will be on the over-the-ear hearing protection, the Pro 4 Show, which is one of them, and Earmore, the electronic version that you can see on the table there. And as always, come here, big boy. And as always, there'll be links in the description below the video for all these products I'm reviewing, plus a few more maybe. And if you do purchase something from Amazon through that, I do get a little piece of that. Not much, but it is free to you, and it has helped out the channel so I can buy stuff like this for further review. Well guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you give me a like and go subscribe, a lot more is on the way. And if you have any comments, questions, or a show ideas, go ahead and leave that in the comment box below the video. And of course, you guys have a great day. See ya.